call halal Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Racha Kodash, double honor to the apostles and great millstone who will will, peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 37 says, Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the ninth month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. Okay, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment, you know. And I have experience with this, having my own children, but pretty much those contractions, they'll start and it'll be a greater, distance in between contractions, and then those contractions increase, okay, and their pain increases the closer and closer it gets to the child coming, man, okay, being born, okay. And that's how the plagues are liking, man. You see, the plagues are drawing nigher and nigher, quicker and quicker, okay. The intensity is increasing, okay, for these words that are written to happen, man, to come forth. Verse 39, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it. Okay, so even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And what are the plagues? Okay, we'll jump here. Over one chapter, 2 Ezra 15 and 5, Behold, saith Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And the sword is coming, okay? You're going to have American versus American, Egyptian versus Egyptian, okay? Which the modern day Egyptians are you Americans, man, okay? America is likened unto Sodom and Egypt, okay, spiritually, okay, famine, okay, and we see that on horizon, okay, with war, okay, you got the Strait of Hormuz, okay, it's going to come to a point where things aren't coming to the stores no more, okay, you got the crisis of fertilizer right now going on. Let's look that up on chat GPT. Fertilizer crisis right now. So from chat, okay, GPT, fertilizer crisis right now. And they usually search quicker than this, man. But it says so what's driving the fertilizer crisis 2026? Middle East conflict disrupting supply routes. About 1/3 of global fertilizer trade moves through the Strait of Hormuz. Conflict and shipping disruptions have tightened supply lines. This is raising global prices fast. Fertilizer prices are surging. Global fertilizer prices are projected to rise 30% in 2026. Okay. Urea, a key nitrogen fertilizer, has jumped dramatically in price and in recent months. Okay, some forecasts say prices could stay elevated into 2027. Farmers are feeling it directly. Many farmers say they can't afford full fertilizer amounts for planting seasons. Okay, a large portion are reducing how much land they plant or how much fertilizer they use. Okay, what this means for food: higher fertilizer costs, higher crop costs, higher food prices, lower fertilizer use, lower crop yields in some regions. Okay, food inflation is already rising globally because of this pressure. Okay, so it's gonna come to the point, because this famine is being manufactured, okay, by the elites, okay, the left hand so-called Edomite so-called white people, man. Okay, the nobles of them, the rich international banker, the banking families that rule the world, okay, in secrecy. Job 9 and 24. Okay, the so-called Illuminati, man. We see it's being manufactured by them, man. But it's all sanctioned by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, because they're his left hand, okay, on his bad side, okay. You see, he works through them on his left hand, his bad side, and through his prophets, okay, and the and through his prophets on the right hand, man. The elect on the right hand, man. You see? Okay. So it says, that's all on that, but we'll go back to the scriptures. So back in it's like you back in 2nd Ezra 15 and 5 continued on, it said death. Okay. So it's gonna come to the point where these storehouses are empty. Okay, and let's jump here, and then let's jump here. 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Okay. So a man is not gonna have pity upon his neighbor, man. No mercy, no love, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. Okay, because of the lack of bread. You see, and for great tribulation. So for the lack of bread, man, food. Okay, the scriptures say the storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and these stores, we see every little, like say for instance the C19, man. Okay, the stores, you remember the stores were being ransacked, rushed into by everybody. Okay, people grabbing toilet papers, meat, all these central items are gonna be gone. You see? And the cost of goods are gonna be through the roof. You see that? Pretty much, it's somewhere in the scriptures where it goes into pretty much a day's worth of work, man. Like, I feel like y'all want to, I don't want to get off, like butcher it. But anyways, 2nd Ezra 15 and 19, okay, says a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So yeah, people are gonna be busting in houses, breaking doors. Okay, as you get here in verse what's that, 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see that? This is going to be sedition, a call for an uprising, okay, or insurrection against the government, man. And you see that happening more and more. People are pissed off, getting pissed off with the government, man, with these politicians, okay, with the how the way the earth is being ran right now, man. Gas over, $4, over $4. You see, the cost of goods going up. And man, things ain't even gotten, super bad yet. Okay. But they are going to, man. You see, let's go back to 2nd Ezra 16 and 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn. Okay, so the earth is going to be in mourning. People are going to be in mourning. People are already in mourning. But you can still go to Chick-fil-A. You still, still drive a car, still move around freely right now, man. But lockdowns are coming again. Martial law is coming. That's a plague, man. Martial law and the troops. Okay, it goes into that in second, later on in this chapter. Okay, they're going to be casting people out of their houses and spoiling their goods. You see? See, let's get that. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. You see? So people are going to be cast out of their houses, man. Okay, and what does it say? And take away their goods. You see, that's a plague, man. Okay, teeth of wild beasts, animals running through the streets, devouring people. That's a plague, man. And it goes into that 4 kinds of judgment. The wild dogs that tear. Okay, I believe it goes. What's it? Let me get it. The dogs that tear. Okay, the fowls of the heaven, the sword to slay, and the beasts of the earth. You see? So it's gonna be all out hell here, man. And we're ramping up into those times, man. which is why we're toiling and striving to be, covered, man, to have that mercy on us by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. With that, I'm going to say shalom.